Mayor, would you come up, please, Dan? Okay. Good morning, everyone. For those who may not be aware, I'm your Congressman Al Green. I represent... I see what I have to do now to get an ovation. Okay. But I represent this 9th Congressional District venue, and I'm proud to be here with a good many other colleagues who are in politics. At an appropriate time, they will be properly introduced. But this is a great occasion for us. This is a press conference coupled with a reception, coupled with just a great celebration. So let's hear it for the Alliance and what they've done to get us to this point in our history. Mayor, that was a big hand, but that wasn't big enough. You know, we want a Texas-sized expression of appreciation for the Alliance. As I said, this is a celebration, but it's a press event. And we want to thank Channel 2. Channel 2 is the pool camera today. That means that all of the others can tie into Channel 2. Give Channel 2 a big hand. We know that we'll see this all over the news this evening. Channel 2 is doing it. All right. Let me start with a brief press statement that I have. Thereafter, you will hear from the mayor. Thereafter, you will hear from Dan. Dan will bring up a host of persons. We will make sure that every elected official who is here will have an opportunity to say everything that he or she wants to say in 1 minute. So you'll all have an opportunity to speak. I believe that if they take the time to come, it shows that they're endorsing and supporting what we're doing, and we ought to let them express it publicly. So we'll give them an opportunity to be heard. Let me start with my statement, please. And please bear with me because it is a little longer than my usual statements, but there's so much to be said about the Alliance and the fact that we are here today making this contribution. So let me just ask, are you ready for me to make the contribution? Yeah! You don't have to wait until after we start. All right, it is with great pleasure and a sense of pride that I'm here today to present this check for $1.5 million to a worthy. This is the largest check of its kind for the physical plant that the Alliance has ever received. Again, they are moving from the building right behind us into this building as we speak. I think they deserve another expression of appreciation. This money is not only an investment in this organization, but also in the people of the 9th Congressional District and beyond. As an elected official, I am proud to support and uplift the organizations that work tirelessly to make our community a better place to live. The Alliance has been an integral part of our community for more than 37 years, providing invaluable services to people in need. The work that they do is essential to the health and well-being of our community, and it is my honor to support their efforts. With this $1.5 million, they will be able to upgrade their building to make it a silver certified leader in energy and environmental design, as well as ADA compliant. The importance of making buildings environmentally sustainable cannot be overstated. Buildings are responsible for nearly 40% of global carbon emissions, and it is imperative that we take any action that we can to reduce this impact. By making the building LEED Silver certified, the Alliance is doing its part by taking an important step toward reducing its carbon footprint and contributing to a more sustainable future. In addition to being environmentally sustainable, it is also important that buildings are accessible to everyone, regardless of their abilities. By making this building ADA compliant, the Alliance is ensuring that all members of our community can access the services they provide. It is a fundamental right, and it is our duty as a society to ensure that this is upheld. This is $1.5 million represents our commitment to creating a better future for our community. It is a small part of a larger effort to build a more sustainable, accessible, and equitable society. As your United States representative, I am honored to work toward these goals, and I am proud to be a part of a community that shares these values. In closing, I again express my gratitude to the Alliance for their invaluable work and for allowing me to be a part of this effort. It is my prayer that these funds will enable the Alliance to continue to serve our community for many years to come, and that it will inspire others to join in this effort, creating a better world for ourselves as well as posterity. Friends, I am so honored to do this and present this check for $1.5 million, but not right now. First, you have to hear from a person that I consider the greatest mayor Houston has ever had. I know that there are people who consider other mayors to be great, and there have been some great mayors. But in the hierarchy of mayors, from good to great to greatest, I consider this mayor to be at the top of the hierarchy. The Honorable Sylvester Turner. Give him a big hand, please. Aside from being mayor, he's my friend. And let me just say this. There is something to be said for having a mayor as your friend. There really is. Especially one who will take your calls at 3 a.m. I am honored, seriously, to know that he would associate himself with this endeavor and that he would take the time to come by today to be a part of this event. It is a means by which he can let the world know that the Alliance is important to him. Again, the Honorable Sylvester Turner.
But this morning, the Congressman is being very generous. He's been very generous with the money, with the check, and with his remarks and his comments. But look, I would be remiss not to be here this morning because what the Congressman is doing today, he has done so many times over the last several months. And so I wanted to be here as he makes this contribution of $1.5 million to the Alliance. There is a bigger picture here for the city of Houston and his 9th Congressional District. He has done the same thing in the Sunnyside community. He has done the same thing down on Bissonnette. In the Fort Bend area. So when you add it all up, there's a holistic picture being formed. And it's because of his efforts that when you combine this $1.5 million with $3 million on one end, getting close to $28 million on another one in Sunnyside, same thing. It is building the city of Houston through the 9th Congressional District. Any mayor with any degree of common sense would be standing with this particular congressperson. So please give it up again to Congressman. And what he didn't say, and what Dan can also speak to, is the building across the way was purchased with Harvey dollars coming from the federal government through the state and coming down to the city of Houston. And Congressman Al Green was responsible on that. So yes, he's a very good friend, but when you bring the money, it's just added icing on the cake. So thank you. And then, of course, to be standing with Dan Stoker with the Alliance and Dr. Shaw, State Representative Jean Wu, and Councilmember Edward Pollard, Honorary Council Marty A., Larry Payne, Alice Lee. The list goes on and on for being here today. Look, it's a proud moment to be here today to celebrate the Congressional Community Funding Award to the Alliance for Multicultural Community Services. And when I look out into this audience, you all are reflective of the diversity of the city of Houston. The Alliance is a long-time partner with the city of Houston, serving communities with a myriad of resources and programs. In fact, the city has partnered and supported the Alliance programs such as Hurricane Harvey Relief and Recovery, COVID-19 Pandemic Relief Recovery, eviction intervention and rental assistance, welcoming refugees, financial literacy programs, mental health, small business assistance, workforce development, and domestic violence intervention. So you can see this contribution to the Alliance will touch on a lot of communities and programs within the city. And I have personally participated in the Alliance Food Drive, Health Fair, Small Business Expo at Plaza Americas in Sharpstown that assisted thousands of Houstonians. Right. The Alliance headquarters building is in the Gulfton Complete community, so I'm particularly pleased for Congressman Green to champion this congressional award. When I came in as mayor and as I prepared to exit stage right, I didn't say stage left, you know, I said I didn't want to be the mayor of two cities in one, of leaving our communities where we hadn't had a lot of investments in a very long time. And so we established this whole concept called complete communities, where you can establish the concept, but if you don't have the resources, people can plan, but they cannot build. And I am so fortunate, the city is so fortunate, that at a time such as this, we've established the concept, and Congressman Al Green is helping to fuel the financial resources into the concept to make it a reality. We won't finish building complete communities before I leave, but with his support, we are going a long way. And then lastly, for example, the Alliance has an office serving the East Side, also based out of Magnolia Service Center, and a newer office in the West Chase A-Leaf area. So the Alliance work is not only here, but it's all over the city of Houston. And Dan, I want to thank you for your leadership. Look, let me just say that we have made some tremendous strides in this city, but we still have a long way to go. The good news is that we have partners who care, and we have partners that are located in key positions, that when resources are made available, they know how to go and get it and bring it home. And in this particular case, Congressman Al Green knows how to go and get it, and he knows how to bring it home. And then on top of that, he is working with city leaders, state leaders, our community partners, the Council of Core, the diversity of our community, in order to make sure that not only we are diverse, but we are also bringing equity to communities who need it most, and we are building an inclusive society. And that's something that I feel strongly about, and we should never, never abandon. It's not just about diversity, but it's about equity, and it's about inclusion. And so I want to thank you for $1.5 million of diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Well, thank you so much, Mayor, for your very kind words. At this time, I'd like to ask Dan to have a word, but before having a word, Dan, let me just introduce you by saying, let me see who's calling me. Okay. This is my aunt. Hold on just a minute. Hello, Aunt Lenore. I'm giving a speech. May I call you back? I'll call you back.
I thought it was the president.
As you can see, I answer my phone. Let it be known. But as I was about to say, Dan is important and very special in a multiplicity of ways. Obviously, he's a great CEO, and under his leadership, we've moved from what was, by all standards, a pretty acceptable facility into this facility that's being renovated and is going to be a lead facility. That's pretty good, and I appreciate it. But the thing that I appreciate most about Dan is that he answers his phone. In my business, I have to talk to people. I appreciate people who answer their phones. called Dan yesterday. Now, yesterday was Sunday. What CEO answers his phone on Sunday? This one. We called, he answered. We talked for at least 30 minutes yesterday. And then he contacted staff to make sure that staff could provide us with information that we wanted for this press event today. So Dan, I am eternally grateful for all that you do, but answering your phone means something to me. Give him a hand, please. Thank you.
Good morning.
Dan is going to introduce some other folk, by the way.
Yeah, we will. Good morning. And I think, Michelle, you have the list too for us? Okay. So Congressman Green, Mayor Turner, elected officials, consul generals who we'll be introducing in a moment, partners who are with corporations and foundations here, other community leaders. We thank you all for joining us very much. This is particularly poignant for us. It's a big transition for the organization, for this facility. This investment is not only in the Alliance mission, but it's in this Gulfton community. Even though the Alliance, as the mayor shared, we serve people throughout the whole metro area, and we have offices elsewhere. In many ways, with this also being our headquarters, not just a Gulfton service center, it's very important that this community, the most diverse community in the most diverse city in America, has a place of where they're welcome, where they know they're welcomed, and in times of disaster too, a place that now will maintain power and be able to be a place where people can come for shelter, and where the Alliance, as a disaster service organization, can continue continuity of operations to be able to help the community. So we're very excited about that. We also are proud to have a team of 250 staff now, serving people throughout the metro area. You know, Houston, which we talked about, is the most diverse city. Well, our staff speaks over 30 languages, comes from as many countries themselves. That's Houston. Right? So our team looks like Houston, represents Houston, and I think that's why people feel comfortable coming to us, because they know we're going to listen and we're going to help, and we're going to help them move forward, not just recover from some trauma or issue, but how to jump forward and thrive as well. So that's something I'm very pleased to be able to share. You know, we're about opportunity for all in an equitable community. This investment is another step in creating an equitable community and equitable services for the Alliance. So thank you much. I'm going to be introducing Dr. Shaw to make some remarks, our chair of our board of directors. Then we'll make a few introductions and recognition of others here. And I know elected appointed officials will speak, and then after we've done some recognition. All right? Okay, thank you. Dr. Shaw? Thank you. All right, thank you.
I think this group of people, everybody answers the phone every time. Mayor does, of course you do, and you do too, and I do too. So it's a very big occasion for us, a huge check right next to us. Alliance is an amazing organization. We serve refugees from over 22 countries. We provided rental assistance to people, over 10 million in the last year or so. Our back to school, which Mayor attends every year, served over 3,000 people last year. So this is an amazing, and Councilman, you were there also last year.
And the Congressman was there.
Actually, you were there also, yes. This is an amazing organization. I've been involved with Alliance for many years. So the amount of work we do is amazing, and this is the biggest grant we have received. So we want people to come and volunteer and help us. The amount of support we see is amazing. So this is the time we want people to come, volunteer, and help us. I would like to thank everybody, including our elected officials, council core people, and the staff, because the core of our help is the staff. So staff is the key to Alliance. The 250 people you mentioned, they are the key people who really help us. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Really appreciate everything. Thank you. Yes. So I know some board members are here. Can the board members stand, please?
Board of directors.
hand, if you would.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And if your wife is here, you probably want to give her a shout out too. Okay, let's do this now, friends. Let's have some persons who hold public trust to come forward. They will be giving you their expressions, and my trust is that they will be as terse as possible because we have quite a few here, but we're going to give special privileges to the person whose council district this is. He has been on council for, what, about 6 years now? 3. Wow. Well, you got at least 3 more to go, by my definition of things, okay? But let's have Councilmember Pollard to come up, please, and give his expressions. Please give him a hand, please.
Good morning to everyone. It's a great day to be here, an exciting day. I want to thank Congressman Green for your leadership, Mayor for being here, and Dr. Shaw, other elected officials. When you think about the alliance and the investment of this $1.5 million, you think about the investment in people, because this is a people business, and this is the most diverse area of the country. And our diversity truly is our strength, and it's the work of organizations like the Alliance that welcomes newcomers to our city and shows them what Houston is all about and that the American dream is still possible. And so I want to thank you all for your contributions. When you think about this side of Houston, the southwest side and the Gulfton area, sometimes you hear referenced as an underserved area, but it is not an underserved area. And it's the work of organizations like the Alliance and many others that are servicing people every single day to ensure that they have a better quality of life. And this $1.5 million will go a long way towards doing that. So thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Councilmember Pollard. We have a state representative here, and he and I have been doing a good many things together as of late. I'm very proud of what he has done to help us to achieve justice for communities that may be discriminated against if certain laws, if certain bills become law in the state of Texas. So would you please now welcome the Honorable Jean Wu, State Representative.
No, I'm very pleased to be here, not just because my district office is like 10 feet away, or because my wife is on the board of directors here and apparently signed us up to be co-chairs. I just found out this morning. So, congrats to me.
Co-chairs for our United We Dined event.
But this, being here is especially heartwarming to me because my family, we're immigrants, we're refugees. We fled China, right, to seek refuge in this nation. And we would not have gotten to the place we are today had it not been for the amazing generosity of the communities that surrounded us when we got here. We came here with nothing. My dad literally had $40 US in his pocket, and that was it. And to this day, we still have this donated tin pot, this little stovetop pot that's all been beaten up and warped, and it's all charred. That was one of the first donations that our family got, and we've been using it for I think 3 decades now, right? And I still keep it. I don't use it anymore, but I still keep it as a reminder of where we are. So it gives me great pleasure to be here with Congressman Al Green, Mayor Turner, just people who have stood by the very least of us in these communities. People who not only live the American ideal of looking out for the tired, the poor, the huddled masses yearning to be free, they remember that. And they remember the call of Jesus to look after the very least of us and to look after those who have lost. So, Congressman, Mayor Turner, I am indebted to you, my community is indebted to you, and we are so grateful that you lead us. Thank you.
Thank you for your very kind words. We will have one among us to speak on behalf of the Consular Corps, and I can think of no better person to do this than a Consul General. He doesn't know that he's about to be called on, except that I just said it. So I'll give him a moment to collect his thoughts. I've had the privilege of working with this Consul General for many years. He helped me recently when I was in Pakistan, trying to get to Karachi and then trying to go out and see the devastation that took place as a result of the flooding. I was denied access momentarily. When he became involved, I was given access, and he had a colonel to get a special helicopter to fly me out to see the devastation that took place. My mission was accomplished, but it would not have been accomplished without the Consul General. Mr. Consul General, come up, please, and give your word. Consul General,
Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much, Dr. Shah, Mr. Stryker, Mayor Turner, and Congressman Al Green. You have been very kind. It is very touching, heartwarming that this city, which is adopted, and it has really been an inclusivity with intent, with good intent. And organizations like Alliance have done a wonderful work, and who knows better than us in Pakistan. For 20 years, we have been the largest recipient of refugees. We have been hosts of refugees for over 2 decades. It's a very, very tough work, but the way you do it, it's exemplary. And I think we can export this model. And thank you very much for being there and being at the center of these things. And as part of this community, I think now, and Mayor will vouch that now I'm an honorary Estonian. Yeah. Almost. So there we would be, and thanks for adopting these excellent models and having these people who contribute and lead the way and the community, and I think nobody can do better than Houston. Thank you.
We have a number of small businesses here, but before we do this, if you are a member of the Consular Corps, would you stand, please, so that we can see the members? Marty McVeigh is here. Any other members? We have small businesses here, and there is a representative here from the Small Business Administration. So we can have Mr. Jeffcoat or Mr. Winchester. I'll let them decide which. I assume it would be Mr. Jeffcoat, since he is the person at the top of the heap. Give him a hand, please.
Dan, congratulations. Chairman, Congressman, Mayor, nice to be here with you. You know, our relationship with the Alliance is one because they support small businesses. The U.S. Small Business Administration supports all small businesses, irrespective of who you are or who you love. And because of the good work Dan and his folks have done here, there are a number of folks that have come to our country and have been able to start a business and earn meaningful revenue for their families when previously they may not have had that opportunity. It might have been difficult to find a job. They may have faced various obstacles, but because of the great work of Dan and his folks, lots of small businesses have started because of their efforts. We're very proud to support them and very proud to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. I have one additional person, and then we'll get to the check. But the Alliance also associates itself with healthcare by referrals. And I believe that Dr. Assam is here. I see her hiding back there. Dr. Assam, come up, please. She is with Ibn Sina Clinic. Give her a big hand, please.
Thank you, Congressman. Good morning, everyone. I'm the outreach director for Ibn Sina Foundation, which is a non-profit organization that provides medical, dental, diagnostic, and specialty care to low-income and uninsured community members. And we work with the Alliance. We refer community members for different services. We recently got a grant through Congressman Al Green for $1.6 million for expansion of mental health services. Again, thank you, Congressman. I would also like to thank Dr. Asam Shah He's been very crucial and very helpful in expanding our mental health services. Also thank all the elected officials here. They've been very supportive to Ibn Sina Foundation, the council generals, and of course Mayor Turner. And thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Sure. Go right ahead.
So we just want, before we do have the honors of the presentation of the check and get to have fun taking pictures together, I wanted to make sure I recognize a few other people we're very pleased to have. Of course, we're happy to have the two consul generals from Bangladesh and Pakistan, countries that are host countries for refugees, that are inspiration for us and at the Alliance. And thank you for saying our model might be an inspiration for what you're doing, but for what you all do, taking in more people than America does. America's all worried about all these people coming in. It's such a small percentage of people, considering our total population, compared to especially what you all are doing. So thank you for that. Also for representing Harris County Precinct 4 Commissioner Briones is the Chief of Staff, Alice Lee. Then we have R.C. Munoz. She's the Vice President of Philanthropy for Wells Fargo. Is R.C. here? They were turning cars away, I saw outside too. By the way, we were worried about that. These are just some funders, partners that I wanted to make sure we recognize. Also, Domingo Barrios, the most recent chair of Rockwell Fund and Vice President of help support our wellness center, right? Yeah. And then we have partners that help support our financial empowerment services. Laura Jaramillo, the executive director for the local metropolitan the LISC initiatives in Houston. Laura. And then we're always working with Metro to figure out better ways of moving trans people around here. And there's a lot of interesting discussion about the development of this community here right now. And representing Metro today is Deputy Chief Executive Officer Tom Jason. And Tasneem, are you here?
Sir.
Okay, Tasneem Vada is the president of the Indian Muslim Association of Greater Houston. Great donors and volunteers. Did Omar make it? No, he runs Afghan Village, a big community leader. He has helped feed the diaspora of Afghans that came in. Sorry he couldn't be here. He's probably feeding a lot of people right now.
And a great restaurant.
And a great restaurant right in the district, yeah. So thank you all. Thank you all for joining. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Now we have Amanda Edwards, just on behalf of our partners, just to say a word. Amanda, McMillan is the CEO for the United Way of Greater Houston. Amanda?
Good morning, everyone. Dan, Dr. Shaw, Congressman Green, Mayor Turner, it's great to be with you all this morning. Thrilled to be here this morning to celebrate such a wonderful gift to such a critical community partner. United Way of Greater Houston is all about connecting people to possibility and building a stronger, more equitable community. And since the Alliance's founding in 1985, they've been a critical partner for doing just that. Really here to transform the lives of countless refugees, immigrants, and other neighbors in need. They are a critical partner in a lot of our work here with respect to our navigation services, really helping people land on their feet and stay there. They've been so important to the African Allies program, setting up shop in our Fort Bend Center to help make sure people have an opportunity to reestablish and rebuild their lives here. You've already heard about their incredible work around wellness and mental health, asset building. You probably know about their community cloth program, the small business technical assistance they provide, the housing work they do. Such a wonderful partner in times of disaster.
We want the world to know that this organization is appreciated. Okay, let's see. All right, now, thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Okay. Is there anybody else that we need to bring up?
I think we'll have the board come up and put another picture out.
Okay, all right, that's fine. We'll take as many as you'd like.
Yes.
Okay. All right, well, friends, it is really, we got one more coming? I see a motion for someone. Come on, we're going to wait till we get everybody in the picture that shouldn't be in the picture.
Yeah, the board can come out now, but we'll also do a separate picture.
Okay, the board can come. Find a place, please. Find a space. Okay.
And we'll do a picture with
Okay, great. Now, friends, it is my honor as the representative of the 9th Congressional District to present to the Alliance, an organization that has earned the right to receive this grant, a check symbolically presented for $1.5 million.
I'm going to count down for the cell phones. Here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 for the cell phones. Now let's back here, please. 3, 2, and 1. Got yours? Good? We're good, guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, let's get the board members, moving, please. Board members. Board members. Board members. Board members only. And the mayor. Board members and the mayor. Board members and the mayor. All right. Board members and the mayor. All right. Okay.
All right, I'm going to do the same thing because cell phones are going to be in our way. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 for the cell phones, 2 for the cell phones, 1 for the cell phones. And maybe if you can drop yours right there. There we go. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. And right there. Got it? All right, we're good to go. Thank you guys.
Can I do one with the staff too?
Staff.
Some of our senior staff are here. If you could come up.
Senior staff, come up.
We can move forward.
Just do it quickly. Channel 2 will dispatch their camera to another location.
All right, same thing for cell phones.
Somebody come up this side.
This side is empty. Please come on in.
We have discount seats over here.
All right, guys, we're going to do cell phones again. 7, 6, 5 for the cell phone, 4
All
for the
right,
cell
look at
phone,
the camera, everybody.
3 for the cell phone, 2 for the cell phone, and that's back here. We go 3, 2, and 1. Got it. Good, guys. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Okay, now, anybody that hasn't been in the picture, come up. Come on up. Anybody. If you haven't been in the picture, come up. Anybody. Okay. All right. 3, 2, and 1. You're blocking channel 2, please. Block channel 2. Your elbows in channel 2. Now, get that shot. All right. Okay, I'm going to take this
So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to have refreshments before you depart. We really appreciate it.